Okay.
First one.
I'm gonna be disappointed if this get muted. I'm just trying to vibe out for a second. If ESPN can do it, I can do it.
I'ma keep showing my ass if I want. Hang up the phone on their ass like the numb. I told you don't play with me, nigga.
And she be acting funny, probably think a nigga need her. I don't.
They thought I was taking. I'm ready to mingle. The fuck is you saying, little nigga?
I do my little dance. I fill in my pants with bands. Quit playing, little nigga. I love that part. Oh my god, let me stop it. Oh my god. Anyway, welcome to the show. Let's go ahead and calm the hell down. It's lit in here because I just been. I ain't gonna lie to you though, man. Like, listen. For people who follow me, I think everybody's under the assumption that I'm having like some hard day. The day is the day. I just had no time for y'all today. I had reached my capacity with people yesterday. I'm over. I just hung out by myself. I appreciate everybody reaching out and all that type of stuff. I mean, listen, I'm over here just cooling, man. We progressing every day, but you know, just one of those days where you just don't feel like having to deal with everybody else. And if I know people who are having birthdays, like they're having good news, great things are happening, even people who are struggling. Listen, it's not that I didn't want to talk to y'all. I just didn't feel like I had the capacity to do so. So, yeah, it is what it is. Yesterday, shit, man. One of my homies turned up yesterday. I can't really give a lot of details, but it just was so crazy. Like, I get bummed out when I see somebody make so much progression and then you watch it unravel. And it got me thinking about my own life as a teenager and how I had people who really looked out for me. I spoke about Miss Dolores. Miss Dolores was a lady who took care of me. She recently passed away from COVID, which was just so crazy. I talked about her on the show the other night, but I remember there was a time where she just had to sit and watch me like go crazy in the gym. And it was interesting when I was dealing with a situation yesterday where I'm seeing somebody kind of be in that same type of space. And it's not that you can't help them, but when you understand like what they're going through, what like their circumstances are, like all of those contributing factors, I can understand now how it was hard for some adults to like really step in and intervene and like maybe do what needed to be done. But in those moments, like you don't actually know what to do because some people just, depending on where they're at in life, may not be as emotionally mature as you would like them to be when it comes to communicating their thoughts and feelings. So it's interesting when you have to be in a space with somebody when they're maybe at their, you know, not their best, not their finest moment, but you can't really help them. It was pretty crazy. But anyway, I got a show, man. First, I want to say yesterday, I talked about Shorty with the Gorilla Glue. And I'm just going to keep it real with you. I've had some people send me some messages. And it's mainly just jokes. And I thought to myself, should I feel bad for laughing? But remember, I traded y'all. I gave you the reason why I laughed because I didn't go into a Gorilla Glue situation, but listen, I told y'all how in middle school, we tried to shave my head because I thought I was going to be cool like Michael Jordan. And then my shit was looking like Land of 1,000 Cuts. Okay. Like we all have embarrassing moments. This is just what this is. And I'm saying that and not in a disrespectful way, because again, I talked about on the show last night where the Gorilla Glue is not sold in the hair care section. Now, if they actually had that product on the shelf next to other hair care products, then I would be like, oh shit, y'all maybe are liable to some degree, because, you know, you have this in this area and, you know, people may need that adhesive, But anyway, I went through, I Googled it on the show. We looked at some of the things that are on the warning label. I mean, the first one saying it causes skin irritation. That should be your clue right there. But I get it. Some people, they got things to do. She probably needed to, get the hair hooked up so she could turn up. I don't know. I don't know her life, Cuddy. But today, I just noticed that I still was low-key laughing. And it's like, again, it's only because this is a mistake that she made. It's on her part. Now, we're not trying to demean her or anything like that. But there are also more videos popping up of other people doing the same thing. One that I just saw an hour ago. Tell me why this girl put Gorilla Glue on her coochie, bro. Come on. Like, are y'all effed in the head? It's not for your fucking skin. It's Gorilla Glue, Cuddy. Like, if I want to permanently glue this table to the roof, right? That's not what you use to have you all know what I do when I do this. And actually have seen what this looks like in photos. Use Veet. I'm not gonna lie, man. I've become a new open book. There's some things that I'm no longer embarrassed by. I wasn't embarrassed by it. It is kind of weird to buy that shit, but now I've just been like, yo, listen, when I pull up to the Fred Meyer and I got the fresh bottle, time it is, I'm trying to get all of this hair off. I'm talking about in the year. But anyway, I would never use Gorilla Glue. That just sounds insane, right? You'd have to be fucked in the head. Come on. Shorty put it on her coochie lips, bro. The video is crazy. And then there's like somebody standing above her trying to pour like water or something on it. Like, that's not finna help. You know what would have helped? If you used some fucking common sense beforehand and just didn't do that shit. Because that's some shit you should know not to do. You're a grown-ass woman. Nobody walking the earth should have to tell you to not put this on your genitals, all right? That shit is crazy. So me and Baidar, of course, we're in the chat. Baidar sends me some funny-ass text messages, and I felt bad because I was laughing. And I didn't realize that the pictures I was seeing was Shorty after she had to have plastic surgery to get this removed. What do you think is going to happen to the lady who put it on her genitals? Not getting those back. Those lips will never be the same. God, it reminds me of that Lloyd record. Kiss you on your lips, the ones past your hips, you use Gorilla Glue. Oh my God. On her coochie, bro. I cannot believe that. Like, I just don't. It had to be for clout. She had to have just wanted to get views because it looks like she's just in the stairwell of her New York City apartment building. Like, yeah, you're not even in like your apartment, fam. You're like in the hallway with your pants down. There could be children walking around and shit, but you got Gorilla Glue on your coochie. Sorry, I got an eyelash in my eye. I got these great looking eyelashes. Sometimes they get too long. And I've actually had girls tell me they were jealous of my eyelashes. Yeah, eat your heart out, ladies. God gave me these. But yeah, please do not go home tonight and put Gorilla Glue on your coochie. I'm advising against that. And if you'd like to share this with a friend of yours who may be thinking about applying Gorilla Glue to their coochie, please let them know that that thing causes skin irritation. The coochie, that's your skin. It's not meant for that. Again, you want to glue a table to a ceiling, use Gorilla Glue. Don't put that shit on your hair. But Baidar sends me these pictures. They basically left her with the George Jefferson cut. She had hair on the bottom part coming up here. So imagine there's just no top on this. Actually, you know what she looked like? You remember when Kevin burnt Buddy's head on Home Alone? That's what Shorty was looking like. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just imagine just the brim of this and nothing on the top. But they did a really good job cleaning it up. Hopefully she's able to regrow her hair. But I also feel like if anybody owes her a sponsorship deal, it should be that really famous wig creator or business or something in Atlanta. I feel like I heard them mentioned on the Dirt Drake record, he mentions it in the verse. So they must be on, you know what I'm saying? Hook Shorty up with a deal and let her, get back to her old self. Listen, Shorty, we're not laughing at you, I promise. We're just laughing at the mistake. And this has to just be one of those things. I think you should just own it and be like, listen, I should not have done this, and I should not have been so impatient. I should have just trusted the process. This is the type of stuff that happens to people when they don't trust the process. And we've all been burned like this before. Again, land of 1,000 cuts, man. I'm lucky I got my hairline back after that. And you can ask my barber, good, not great. If we just being completely honest, something really be happening with this motherfucker. And I'm going to end up being like LeBron. So I already know. My hair will probably fall out in the next 5 to 10 years. And then you know what? I'll finally be able to professionally have someone do the bald thing and I won't be cut. I just know now not to do that shit myself. So just take it as a lesson learned, sweetheart. And then it's all good. Steph, what's cracking? We got Gavin Steph in the chat. Steph, feel free to leave your thoughts about the shorty with the Gorilla Glue. Also, if you're just joining us, I did talk about how there is another video surfacing where shorty put Gorilla Glue on her genitals. So process that. Where's my, here we go. Gorilla Glue. Are you shitting me? All right. So right now, this is perfect timing. Right now, it's Wednesday night, ESPN. The games are going on. First game is Dallas Mavericks and Atlanta Hawks. This is perfect because I love the fact that Mark Cuban, who's the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, has just decided that he will not play the national anthem before the games. Now, you probably going to be like, oh, my God. Oh, it's such a disrespect. Listen, it's okay to decide that you no longer want to play irrelevant songs from the 1900s, 1800s, 1700s, 1600s. We don't have to keep playing these records. This is not a good record, okay? Just think of it in terms of that. This is not good music, and we have other people who are putting out music that we should give the opportunity to get this type of shine. I think it's time that somebody really put in the work and give us a better anthem. And if it need to be DMX or some shit like that, I'm cool with that. I don't think it needs to be anything crazy. But I will say, don't just call Beyonce. Don't just call Jay-Z. Don't just try to do stuff like because it's black. All right? Don't do that. Like, really give somebody a chance. And somebody that can sing. Maybe take, some samples off of Whitney Houston's voice or something and put that on there. Because Whitney Houston probably all time has done the best version of the national anthem, all that type of stuff. We gotta get more of that. R.I.P. But yes, shout out to Mark Cuban for taking a stand and being like, look, we're not gonna play this shit. And I hope it mainly is because it's a whack song. All that, like taking a knee, all that. Listen, we're past that point. We got to make more progress. I think this is another step in that direction. And listen, if you're thinking that I'm just saying that we're trying to like pick a side, do it. No. My whole thing is, listen, this type of shit is outdated. It's okay to change. All right? Just in the same way, it's okay to take all those statues down in the South, representing all those freaking janky ass leaders. We can do better. We can get rid of all that stuff. And y'all can get some new shit. Celebrate some new people who are actually impacting your communities in a much more positive way. Because now that we have the internet and things like that, we can go back and fact check a motherfucker if he or she is not doing right, and we can get them out of here. And we should be able to do that if they're not doing the right thing. So we don't need to have this janky ass song. We don't need to, like, I seen in what state is it? North Carolina. They're no longer issuing license plates that have the Confederate flag on it. If you're upset about that, and you care that much that your license plate has to have the Confederate flag on it, you need to check yourself and get your priorities in order. These are things that can be changed, and you should be okay with that because that type of shit is corny. We in the chat. They have to be doing this for clout. Steph is talking about using Gorilla Glue on your genitals. We are all grown, and you don't put glue on your damn V. Yo, you don't put glue on your body, period. I mean, listen, this probably is a trait that is carried over from childhood because you know how kids we all used to put glue on our hands and you peel it off. You're like, oh my God, it's so cool. We all used to do that. And then you realize that shit is nasty. It's chemicals. It's gross. It's not good for you. And again, I said last night, it's not Elmer's glue. It's Gorilla Glue. Like the type of stuff that, like I said, If you're trying to glue a car together, this is the type of stuff you use. You don't use this to wax your genitals, all right? You know, the next brother that, never mind. Anyway, so let's get to this music. I was listening to this new, I guess it's new. I downloaded this DVSN project on my phone. I feel like it was weeks ago. Maybe it's not. Maybe I just downloaded this the other day and I just forgot about it. I don't know. I be high a lot. But I listened to it. And normally when I listen to people's music, I'm expecting or I'm hoping to add at least 1 to 3 of their records to my favorite playlist. And I have a really dope R&B playlist and a really dope rap playlist. And then I have a couple of them that are mixes. Follow me on iTunes. Let me know what you think. I can kind of put it together. They used to call me DJ Cold Cuts. I used to call me that. No, they call me that. But anyway, the DVSN project was lit. And I ended up putting like 16 songs of his on the playlist or of this person. I still feel like I don't know what this human looks like. It could be multiple humans for all I know. Either way, the cuts, the features, the beat, production, everything about this project was fire. It is called Amusing Her Feelings. So download that. I'm assuming it's on all platforms. I don't know. I only use Apple Music. So forgive me for not being everywhere, doing everything. I don't have time for all that. I barely like Apple. And I tried Spotify years ago. I didn't like that shit. People always say, oh, you Spotify. No, I'm cool on that. Gabby says, doesn't the word gorilla say it all when it comes to glue? I don't even know. I really don't know. Yeah, probably. I mean, yeah, because it's just crazy. You don't put it on your genitals. I know we keep going back to that. It also just gives me the opportunity to say genitals repeatedly. I also want to, there's an artist that I discovered, and I don't know who, again, another one of these jokers that I don't know what they look like or who they are, but I have a beef with this artist, and it's only because I feel like they created something that could potentially be gold, and I have a feeling that they are holding out on us. This artist's name is Kortez with a K. Now, I don't know if anybody has ever heard this record because it's not a record. It's on iTunes, and I saw it on a TikTok, and it's called Stay in My Arms, and he or she has sampled Whitney Houston for this. And I'm going to play this, and I only need to play a second of it because it literally is only just them saying stay in my arms with the beat slapping, and then it repeats. This whole song is this for 5 minutes. Let me turn it up so you can hear it. Oh my. I'm going to start turning up. Here's my beef. Where is the rest of the fucking song? But I mean, come on. What is this? This probably is going to be the greatest record I've ever heard in my life because I'm also a major, major fan of Whitney Houston. I say that she is the greatest R&B singer in the history of R&B. And there's a lot of people you could throw up there in the argument, and I would not be mad at it. But for me, when I just think of a person's voice and how they can hit the notes, Whitney is it. Now, if somebody is sampling her content and finding a way to make it sound fire without being disrespectful to her, we need to have a chat with this person and put them on because they deserve to be on. Kortez, this is fire. And this apparently came out last year. It's under the alternative category. And it says this is a single. It's just that hook repeated over and over again. That might not even be a hook. It might just be a part of the lyrics. I don't know. But I need it, Kortez, please. That record is crazy. Oh, my God. Amazon Music is great. See, I don't have time for that. I also refuse to give Jeff Bezos any of my money. I did hear that he is stepping down. That probably seems shaky. I don't really want to dive into that because I don't care. Step down and just donate half of your money to the population because you can afford it, my G. But at the same time, what I look like telling another nigga how to operate his pockets. Do what you want with your money. I don't give a shit no more. Anyway, I don't know if anybody else is really popping right now as far as music is concerned. I spent a lot of today just trying to find songs to listen to. I did download Party Next Door has a new project. I'm about to listen to that. Freddie Gibbs and Schoolboy Q, Gang Signs is new. Polo G has a new project. JID has a new project. I mean, again, that DVSN shit is fire too. I'm telling you, I think y'all should go listen to that. If you don't know who that is, I literally don't either. I remember my brother put me on to him a few years ago. I do think it's a guy, or maybe it's a couple guys. I don't know. And the shit was fire. And then I just didn't listen to his shit or her shit for a few years. And now we back. Guess who's Bazak? It's DVSN because the shit's fire. Anyway, moving on. Last night, I'm trying to interact more with people who are on my IG. I know I did go away for a while, but I figured if I want to use it for the show, we want to boom the show, we have to interact with people who follow the page and talk to them about the show. I was in a conversation with somebody and we were just talking about Thai food. And then I'm in this conversation with, and my homie's name is Julia Day. And Julia's telling me to get Thai food at this specific spot because she had a poll on her page where she asked, should she eat at home or get Thai food? And I had posted a meme that was something about Uber Eats. I forget what it was, but everybody thought it was hilarious. And then we're talking about the Thai food, right? We're talking about how spicy do you get your food? And I used to think that I got my food pretty spicy until I entered into this conversation. And Shorty proceeded to tell me that one time she ordered it on 5 stars. And that blew my mind because that's fucking hot. 10 star? Where are you getting 10 stars at, Steph? Jesus. Oh my God. Name the place right now. 10 stars. Oh my God. Most places only do 1 through 5. And Julia said she did 5. And I was like, oh my gosh. So she said, so now her new nickname is 5 stars. And it's because of that. And she said that obviously there was consequences. So I think we all know what happened. Probably, you know, it was one of those days. Stayed toiling adjacent. We're going to leave it at that. 5 stars ain't spicy. I think it depends on where you get it from. Because I've had some places where they had it on 4 and I was dying. And I'm somebody that can eat spicy food with the best of them. I don't eat it as much anymore because I don't like my asshole to be hot all throughout the day. That's not a fun experience. And then, oh, Steph said I made it up. Give me, stop, get out of here. I don't know what is over there doing. She said 10 stars. You saw how I start screaming, oh my God, because that's the type of shit that sounds like it'll put you in a coma. But shout out to Julia for being, you know, willing to try a 5-star meal. She did say that she had to drink like a glass of milk or like have to sip milk after every single bite. Was not worth the pain. For those of you who have not been to a place that, you know, produces Thai food and offers you like certain levels of spice, you may not understand this. But if you go high just because you think you can handle spicy, you might suffer, fam. And it's not going to be fun. We're talking about your whole shit inside of here will be burning. And it's hot coming out. Steph's head. They legit watched me eat before. Oh my God. Stop it. You listen, if you're eating the highest of stars and your shit's not flaming the next day when you go to, you're lying to yourself, buddy. I will tell anyway. I'm not ashamed to admit that, bro. That shit tear me up. And that just always makes me think of my man, James Gatlin, because James used to walk around my job telling everybody I had IBS, man. What the fuck was that? Steph said the chef came out and they were in awe. I just sat and ate. See you, and so that's what I told Julie. I was like, you must have been a boss if you could do that shit. Steph, you're in that category too, because I wouldn't be able to do that. I'd be like, fam, I gotta go to the bathroom. It's making my stomach hurt right now just thinking about it. Oh my God. Yeah, James, if you're listening and you watch this, fam, the type of spicy I'm talking about out here, it'll give you IBS. If you don't have it, once you have this food, you will have it. Yeah, you know what's crazy? I got torn up by like a bowl of poke the other day, which was crazy. It was just spicy tuna. And they got a bowl that's called Dynamite. That one sounds like it's supposed to give you the squirts. And that don't do nothing to me, but that spicy tuna one, oh my God. And you know what also might have been? I had blackberries that night. That could be a thing. Or maybe I need to go to the doctor. I mean, I'm doing that anyway next week, but still. Anyway, we'll figure out what's going on. But either way, if you're going up to 5 stars on your food as far as spice is concerned, I think you're a boss. I'm not doing that. I'm now in the 2 to 4 range. And I got to remember which place has the spicy, so I got to be careful where I go, because sometimes they be tricking you. You might think you're getting 3 spicy and they actually is 5 spicy. You know what I'm saying? Because they're on a different type of scale, a whole nother level. You got to be ready for that type of shit. All right. This morning, I get sent. Well, I see a post where it says, man pretends to be Bruno Mars and scams a 65-year-old lady out of like $100K. And they didn't really have like a good picture attached. I'm looking at it on my phone. I didn't have my glasses on. I can't see without my glasses. I'm blind as a bat. Then James, shout out to James, fan of the show, friend of the show, used to be on the show, can come on the show anytime. James is mad funny. James sends me this shit where it's a picture of the 2 goofs who is James on Clubhouse. Ain't nobody inviting James to Clubhouse. I'm on Clubhouse. Check me out. Well, you got to get invited, and you can only go if you got iPhone. So for all you green box having ass people, y'all not invited. This ain't for you, boo boo. What the hell? I want to keep my asshole intact. Whoa, what? Oh yeah, that's right. We were talking about. I was about to say, what are you talking about, Cuddy? Anyway, James sends me. Oh, you're referring to the guy who scammed, bro. Oh, I don't know. Was he? Let me go and read the thing that James sent me. James sent me this picture. And the 2 niggas that were scamming, pretending to be Bruno Mars, are just like 2 African black dudes. Like I'm sorry. It's not a disrespect to anybody that's African, but think of Bruno Mars and just think of anybody that's African. And then ask yourself, do these people look the same? And the answer should automatically be no. They do not look the same. No one who's African looks like Bruno Mars. And if there is, send me a picture and then we'll give them the credit that they deserve. So Bruno Mars impersonators named, I'm sorry, bro. I can't pronounce your name. I'm just not in the state for that type of grammar precision right now. I don't have it on me. Okay. So these 2 goofs, they scam a 63-year-old woman out of $100,000. They got mugshots. One of these niggas looks like my cousin, bro. And then the other nigga looks like Jaylen Brown from the Boston Celtics. Jaylen Brown's crackhead brother. I don't know if he has one of those. But imagine an alternate reality where Jaylen Brown has a brother who's a scammer and looks like a crackhead. That's this guy. No disrespect to Jaylen Brown's real family. I highly doubt any of them are crackheads. Some of the most intelligent people of all time. Shout out to Jaylen Brown. Anyway. I saw the word hoodwinked, and that made me laugh automatically because who the hell says hoodwinked? So, for one Texas woman, Slade told the cops she was hoodwinked into forking over a fortune to someone passing as this singer. The alleged victim was 63 when she told cops in Houston she made an IG account in 2018 and connected with someone claiming to be Bruno. See, that's your first mistake. I understand that y'all think that the internet grants you access to celebrities, but these people don't want to talk to y'all. All right. Kim Kardashian don't want to talk to you. Kanye West don't want to talk to you. Jay-Z, Beyonce, DaBaby, Porzingis, Bradley Beal, like even I don't want to talk to you. I'm just playing. But celebrities don't want to talk to y'all. Obviously, I'm not a celebrity, and I would love to talk to y'all because sometimes I'd be getting bored. But either way, Bruno Mars is not talking to you if you're 65 years old. Let's just get that clear. Unless you run a business that caters to the elderly and he needs some type of product that you have, and even then, he has people for that. They'll contact you. You don't have anything that Bruno wants. So she says the person developed an online relationship with her and eventually asked for cash. Of course, as it oftentimes the case with these stories, she says she cut a couple of checks and put them in the mail as instructed. One for $10,000 and the other for $90,000. Lady, you don't deserve to have your drama read on the rest of the show because, and I get it. Because my grandma called me once and said, "Oh my God, Nicholas, did something happen to you? Somebody just called me and said that you were in a car accident and they needed to get $100,000 because motherfuckers do that. We know that exists. But I feel like at 65, you're still like you could probably be caught by, a young nigga on one of these dating apps, maybe if things are set up right for you at 65. You still got chances, all right? You still have chances. So I feel like at 65, you should be, still hopping out the bed, turning your swag on, doing all the bang bangs, all that, You're not that old. You should be a little bit smarter than this. And also, did you not even once just Google what Bruno Mars looked like? Like not even one time. Didn't he perform on the Super Bowl in 2018? You didn't think, like, is this the nigga that I just saw performing at the Super Bowl? Because if he performed at the Super Bowl, do you think he really needs to be asking you for $10,000 and then another time for $90,000? Come on, lady. He's 24 karat gold. He not asking you for money. He probably, if he was gonna reach out, it'd probably be because he thought you was too broke. He wanted to give you some money. Matter of fact, Bruno, my email it's in the description. Where's she at? Houston, exactly. So we're about to start sending, inquiries to Houston. Maybe send it by bird or something like that, or put a letter in a bottle, something. Because if they got people out there that just giving away money, I'll take it. Matter of fact, Gabby, you over in San Antonio. Jump in the car, go to this lady's house. We need $300K. Me and Steph can flip that, and we'll give you back $500K. Maybe. Yeah, we got you. Yes, exactly, Steph. This is just dumb as hell. How do you fall for some shit like this? Again, she's not 95. She's not 105. She's not even 75. She's only 65. You're still young. You are still young. You're falling for some shit like this. You really thought Bruno Mars was reaching out to you? And we hear about stories like this all the time. I think I talked about some shit like this last year where some lady thought that, no, it was when I was talking about catfish. There's a whole episode on catfish where, what was it? Buddy thought he was dating Katy Perry. Bro, do you think you're really dating Katy Perry? The shorty that's on American Idol or whatever that show is, you really think that you was fucking with her? You thought you was getting that extraterrestrial? No, get out of here. What is wrong with people? Y'all really think y'all out here talking to celebrities? Come on. And you know what's crazy? I always wonder, how do people find people like this? And why won't my body, my mind, and my heart allow me to become a scammer? Because there's nothing within me that, everything in me holds me back from wanting to do that. But this type of shit just seems too easy. Well, I wouldn't have the heart to do it. And also, you got to be finding the dumbest of dumb people, especially if you're saying you look like Bruno Mars. And both of these dudes look like Master Splinter from Ninja Turtles. Come on. Hoodwink. Oh, yeah. Okay, Gabby's dropping the definition of hoodwinked in the chat. I love that. Educating MFs if they don't know. Steph says she's dating Tupac. Yeah, of course. I feel like I seen him at the Safeway the other day. No, I'm just playing. I'm not that naive. All right. I will tell you, I had a feeling today. I was watching a Kobe highlight, and like that shit still don't feel real. Crazy. God, he was filthy. Shout out to Kobe. Shout out to my grandfather. Shout out to my friend Aaron. Anybody that's lost, Mr. Loris, these are all the people that I feel like, both of my grandfathers actually, these are all the people that I've lost over the last like year or two. And we lost Nip. And you know what's crazy? People really tried to get online this morning. I saw it last night before I went to bed. Somebody posted on Twitter some shit about, oh, wait till the morning when this news outlet drops the news that Lauren London is pregnant. You niggas are sick for that, bro. Leave Shorty alone, bro. That is crazy that people are going out of their way to make up rumors that this lady is pregnant. Like, y'all don't have anything to do. Why do y'all need to have access to her life? Again, these celebrities don't want to talk to y'all. I'm in here spitting. And I'm spitting facts. They don't want to talk to y'all, okay? Leave it alone. Talking about she pregnant, bro. That's crazy. So crazy. Okay. We're getting back to the old school way of doing this. Because I miss this shit. Oh, I was going to talk about Britt Reid. So I did not watch the Super Bowl on Sunday because I was busy doing something else throughout the course of the day. By the time I turned the game on, it was like midway through the second quarter. And then I start doing something else, getting ready to go outside, enjoy the rest of the day. And then it was halftime, right? And then Hulu Live cut the feed. I just assumed that maybe they were overloading the server because everybody wanted to watch the halftime show, which I feel like I've seen clips of, and like I feel like I didn't miss anything. I did want to see why Buddy's face had been looking crazy over the last few months. There was some whole thing around that, and I missed that, and it wasn't that important, I feel. But one thing that was very important from the Super Bowl was the fact that Britt Reid, who is Andy Reid's son, a member of the staff of the Kansas City Chiefs, got in a car crash, and he left a young lady like paralyzed or something. Shorty's in critical condition. She's only 5. And I hear there was alcohol involved. So he must have been impaired. Oh, well, he obviously was impaired if there's alcohol involved. But he's put on administrative leave following a 3-car accident that left a 5-year-old girl in critical condition. I can't imagine what Andy was feeling while that's happening, because I think that happened like before the game, they said. Not an excuse to not score a touchdown in the Super Bowl, but also, you know, you got to feel a little bit. Obviously, we feel more for the family than for Britt Reid, because if you was out there doing dumb shit even before you're supposed to go to work, maybe you deserve everything that's coming to you. If you weren't impaired and you were just on some bozo shit, man, you got to be a little bit better driver than that, buddy. You can't be out there just doing the most if you're operating a vehicle. That's the problem with some of you people. You get in the car and you want to do everything but drive the car. When you get behind the wheel of the car, your responsibility in those moments is just to drive the car. It ain't to do nothing else. Now we have it to where you don't even have to ride with a passenger to tell you where you're going. You can hook your phone up before you start the damn car, and the voice will guide you everywhere you need to go. You don't have to do anything. You just have to drive the damn car. And a lot of you goofs don't be doing that. I still see people every damn day on the highway, Shorty driving with her knees and fucking putting makeup on. And listen, I know if you're pro like me and you can operate the snap and drive the car at the same time, do your thing. But some of y'all, when you're doing 3 things at once, drinking a cup of coffee, smoking a cigarette, and putting makeup on, nobody's built for that, okay? Nobody is built for that. I hope this young girl is out of critical condition. I hope she makes it. Hope she has a long-lasting life. 5 is not enough years to be here. And I know it just happens because things happen. It's unfortunate, but 5 is too young to take the L. We need our kids to grow up to be healthy and to become stars. Craziness, man. Got to do the right thing. Also, I wanted to real quick, we talked about on this show the sucker Chad Wheeler, who played for the Seattle Seahawks, and then he abused his girlfriend and then went to court and pled not guilty because he's a bitch. we talked about him, and it was good that I saw the other day that his girlfriend is speaking out. I'm glad to see that she's doing well. That's the most amount of follow-up I want to give to this story, only because I just really don't want to get into it. I said my piece on that. The dude is corny. You try to get your girl to bow to you as if you're some superior being to her, and then when she doesn't, you abuse her. It's just flat out. You're just a bitch. That's it. And then any of your teammates that defended you, any people that are defending you in this situation, y'all are all bitches too. And I listen. I know people on the team. Y'all can connect with me. If you want to take issue over me calling y'all all bitches, I don't care nothing about that. I do not care about that. Because this is corny. Buddy beat up his girlfriend for the dumbest of reasons. There's no reason ever. Every reason is dumb to beat up your girlfriend. But this is just crazy. Bow to me. Oh, no, you don't want to do some outdated thing that no one fucking does because it's bullshit? Oh, well, fuck you. No, that's not how this works, Cuddy. And I hope he's in jail right now getting his ass kicked all up and down them hallways. Because that's the type of repercussions you deserve, fam. Karma got to do that for you. And like I said, on this show, we don't condone violence. Obviously, two wrongs don't make it right. But in this situation, there aren't two wrongs. It's just one wrong. And the only way we right this wrong is by somebody kicking his ass. Or the court system kicking his ass. But they probably won't do that because he's a white guy who's rich. Week 2 of this group I've been attending tonight, right after the show. I'm excited, man. I feel like when I left that, my spirit felt better. I also, Anthony, I'm not finna say Ant's last name. Ant and I have not had an interaction just yet. Ant doesn't know what he's getting himself into. Anthony is my new therapist. So we're going to do that. And we're going to do it often, or as long as the insurance is going to keep covering it. And the second they don't cover it, that'll be perfect, because based on how I've leveled up financially recently, because it is a big jump, just going to pay for it. Because now these out-of-pocket costs don't matter. And that's a nice feeling. That is a victory, to know that I'm blessed enough going forward to not have to worry about covering the cost of therapy. Not everybody has that. And if you don't have that, please try to reach out to sites like BetterHelp and Talkspace. I know Dr. Mac, you guys saw her on one of my shows. She plugged me with a bunch of resources. So thank you, McKenna. You're amazing for that. She's a real doctor, people. I know real doctors. I'm like low-key proud of her because she's awesome. And she worked really hard to get there. And she's a big advocate for Black people, and we need more of that. And she's also not afraid to call out her colleagues for all the corny type of stuff that they be doing within the profession, which sometimes makes it hard for people to get the care that they need. We all deserve to be able to seek these services if available. And us as people, we got to stop making this stuff unavailable when it's available and needed by so many people, even people like myself. Oh, thanks, Steph. I appreciate it. Who's doing the Kevin Hart driving? What are you talking about? What is Gabby talking about? She's talking about Kevin Hart. I don't like how they portrayed Kevin Hart in that Chase commercial, because why is he screaming? And why does he say, because that's what I do? Like, you just be talking loud. But let's not try to like make that like some type of, I guess it already is like a stereotypical stigma type of deal. They just think niggas are loud. I've been in here screaming all day. I'm this close screaming. Yeah, maybe they portray him right accurately. Anyway, shout out to Kevin Hart. Oh, it's definitely delayed. And plus, I'm in and out of the conversation quick. We're on to the next thing. Actually, that was it. But anyway, we're going to be, like I said, every day is a work in progress. We're trying to get better. The show is getting better. And that's important because we're still trying to do things with this. And there's another thing that I'm trying to do along with the shows. And that's in progress too. In process, making progress. And that's going to be lit. So maybe in a year, if you need a container home, holla at me, because I'm finna do that. It's going to be lit because I love those. And why not be able to provide affordable homes to people like my friends, all that type of shit? Oh my God, we're finna turn up. So a lot of great things have been happening for me. Not a lot of reasons to complain or be in any type of bad spaces. But again, today just was one of those days where I just didn't have the capacity for y'all. And I'm going to get better about that. I actually felt better after I just let people know, don't text my shit, don't call me, don't do nothing. And not even being rude, but just today, we are good. All right. And then business will be back open tomorrow, bright and early. Somebody thought it was crazy that I get up at 5 a.m. I got to get up because we're trying to get to it. I get these workouts in. I get my TV in. I eat my breakfast. You know, I do all the things I got to do, so it makes the rest of my day easy. That's how when I get off work, I'll just be playing video games and shit because I do everything I got to do early in the morning. You're not black and making it to 34 without at least being somewhat productive. I'm still a little bit behind, and again, a work in progress. A lot of ground to be made up, but every day we're killing it. Like I said, you got to get up early and get after it. Anyway, I'm out of here. It's been a good show. I hope y'all have a good evening. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. We'll have a packed show. I mean, listen, we just did a quick 45 minutes. This is easy work, man. Y'all remember when this shit used to be 2 hours? Oh, my God. It's not going back to that. Steph, I'm going to hit you up. Shout out to you. Gab, shout out to you. I'm going to hit you up. And that's that. Deuces.